Welcome to the jungle of Sri Lanka. I'm walking with the Word today, thinking about Matthew 22, where Jesus gets into some debates with some different people in a religious society of this day. You have the Pharisees, who are the teachers, the sort of religious teachers and leaders, and you have the Sadducees, who are also a group of people who don't believe in the afterlife. And when Jesus is debating with them, they're asking him different questions. And one of the questions they ask him is, they say, "Teacher, what is the greatest commandment in the law? What is the greatest commandment?" And Jesus says, this is in Matthew 22:37, "This is the greatest commandment. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all of your strength." There's so much in this single commandment that Jesus is getting across here. There's so much that we can learn from. I love this thing of heart, mind and body, and I think we have a theme here which, excuse me, I'm just climbing over some rocks here. We have a theme which seems to cover all parts of our being. I'm back. Every part of our being we're called to love God. So what does it mean to love God with your heart? Well, I think it's kind of like loving God in an emotional relationship with him. And men might struggle with this, but in the Bible, part of our understanding of God's love is explained in terms of a romantic, loving relationship. It's intimate, it's gentle, it's tender, and there's feelings involved. And it doesn't mean that our faith is led by feelings or defined by emotions. It just means that feelings are part of our spiritual journey, our spiritual walk. Loving God with our heart will involve passion and relationship in a similar way that you have a relationship in a romantic sense. How about loving God with your mind? I think loving God with your mind is where you seek to understand him more and more. You want to know God more deeply and intellectually as well. You really want to understand him and his truths, his character, his ways. Loving God with our mind would lead us to read his word and study it, would lead us to want to understand theology. And there's a wonderful website which I love to read called Reasonable Faith, and that's full of intellectual wisdom and insights into God. If you've got a chance, have a look. It's an amazing website on Christian philosophy. But how about loving God with our bodies? Well, I think that's where you begin to do things like fasting. You use your strength to serve God. You use your body as a tool for his glory. And that's one that I want to really think more deeply about over, challenging myself. I know how to love God with my heart and my mind, but I want to find new ways to show God love with my body and with my strength as well. This is a commandment that Jesus said is the greatest commandment, loving God with our entire beings, loving him with everything that we are.